Everyone, it's the Man in Black. Welcome for another very special episode of 52 Weeks of Green Lantern. This is week number 30, and I'm joined by MizzeeOH and General Lotz.
Hello.
Good day.
They're going to be looking at Green Lantern New Guardians issue 7, and they have not been following along with issues 1 through 6, so I'm sure they're going to have a bunch of questions, hopefully the same ones that you and the audience will have, and hopefully this will turn out to be an effective, informative video for everybody.
It could be issue 378 for all I know, and I would not know otherwise.
You would know otherwise because there's a big ass 7 on the bloody.
It's not that big, it's just a little teeny 7 dwarfed by the Green Lantern New Guardians! The new 52.
Okay, so basically we've got some big flaming guy, we've got a Green Lantern, it could be Guy Gardner.
We have a purple clad woman who's looking very demure with big boobs.
Yeah, every time Fatality or Blaze, or I'm assuming any single woman in DC is in any comic, they need to show tits, ass, or both on the cover because I guess it's a contract thing.
Pretty much.
And so I'm guessing that's not Scarlet Witch because that would be Marvel, wouldn't it?
Yep.
So which Green Lantern is this?
This is Kyle Rayner.
Oh, that guy. See, I don't know that much about Green Lantern, so I know who Kyle Rayner is.
All I know is the crappy movie.
Yeah, that shall not be spoken of. But anyway, okay, so we got a blue guy on the cover. Not sure what that is.
We do? Oh, you mean like in the little teeny corner?
Oh
Yes.
Remember?
He's not blue, he's like gray.
Actually, you do see the arm of a Blue Lantern uniform. If the person you see the entire person of is a member of the Indigo tribe. Monk, I believe his name is. I'm terrible with remembering his name.
Because he's the weird detective from USA. Anyway,
He's really neurotic.
Let's turn the page and see what we got into.
Okay.
Invictus. You people invade my home, wreck the holy temple.
You think so? Okay.
So basically he's just
Okay.
being very overdramatic. Apparently these guys broke into some temple and this person in a blue uniform, I can assume is like a Blue Lantern, I guess, is trying to talk him down. Want to see my page?
He or she has a tentacle head. I don't exactly know if that's a girl or a boy. I can't tell.
Saint Walker is generally assumed to be a male.
It kind of looks like a girl, honestly. I'm just saying.
Basically, it's just your typical big villain who's just gonna growl. Okay,
Pretty
so let's
much.
see.
Okay, so turn the page.
we gotta
Invictus. Oh, close up. See it all. See my beautiful blue eyes.
So apparently,
And then there's a lot of text. Skip past that.
Wow, we're getting exposition that finally explains what's going on in this entire series that everybody's been clueless for 7 issues. Your answer, too long, didn't read.
I don't even know. Okay, let's go back then for a second. Across the universe, all it is just they're uniting. I mean, isn't that what's happened in the past? Oh, they unite and they fight people. I don't even know.
they do, and apparently. Now, I have a problem here. Okay, they call this the Sun Star.
Indigo Tribesman, that's a funny name, honestly.
Sunstar Vega? Why can't they call it, just a star? It's the same thing.
Star Sapphires are kind of funnily named, too. These guys have silly names.
Orange Lanterns? Okay, so apparently the Orange Lanterns are bad. They let out some spirits.
Wait, how come the Orange Lanterns are... I thought the Red Lanterns were bad.
Any color that's not blue, green, or purple is bad, I think.
I thought yellow was good.
Yellow is bad? What are you talking
Yellow's
about?
good!
That's the color of fear, apparently.
I'll go over the emotional spectrum really quick. Red is rage. So obviously being rage, they're not necessarily evil, but they do tend to destroy things and fuck shit up, and not like Green Lanterns. Orange is avarice. There is one guy, you can see him on here, Larfleeze. He is Agent Orange. Because of the power of orange light, he is so greedy that he will not allow his lantern or his rings to be shared with any other living person. Instead, his core is formed by greedily stealing the souls of anybody he kills and making them into an orange lantern. Yellow is fear. That's Sinestro was the obvious. Anybody who knows Green Lantern from 50 years ago with no Sinestro. He was the origin.
I thought Sinestro was a red guy.
No.
His species is red.
You didn't watch the movie then.
I could have sworn
He
he was
puts on
red.
a yellow ring at the end of the movie.
Oh yeah, he does. That lame ending, whatever.
Then we've got green, which I hope I don't need to explain. Blue is Hope. That would be Saint Walker there. He's basically the purest good guy in all of Green Lantern. Indigo is Compassion, which has a complicated story we won't really get into here because that's in the actual Green Lantern comic right now. And Violet is the Star Sapphires, who are another one from 50 years ago, but their thing is love.
Okay, so basically...
Love Lantern?
Basically, the Orange Lantern wanted an angel's soul, and then he decided to exterminate them when he couldn't get them. Okay, moving on. And he
okay, I can say, some Vega.
And so basically, he became the only
beacon
angel
of
left.
righteousness. I'm from the mountains before it. Does it? Right, this is just a bunch of exposition, isn't it? Is this just an
so
exposition
basically-
comic? It's just an
Okay,
exposition
basically,
comic.
what's going on here is he was the last one. He tried to fight the Orange Lanterns, lost, and then the only thing that sustained him was his hatred. Big surprise there.
Oh, this panel is so pretty and glowy. Okay, what is? How do we change over there?
Did you just say there was a ginger?
What?
It sounded like you said there's a ginger there.
No, I was just skimming the words. That's how I read quickly.
The word ginger is there?
No.
Oh.
Okay, just to make sure, John. Or we're all on the same panel, right? With like the angels and.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's
He's
see.
got his face in the right hand. He's really angry because everybody's dead, and he can only be sustained by his hatred.
Wait, what about his face? All I'm seeing right now is just a panel of a bunch of angels.
Well, you're way far back.
That's,
I
how
think-
far
think-
did you go?
I think Miz is going panel by panel and Lotz is going page by page. I
How
think that's-
far did you go? Ugh. Wait, okay, tell me how far exactly you are.
There's no page numbers.
Okay, which panel are you on? Describe it. Describe it. Oh my god.
I am on the page with this Archangel guy's face on the right-hand side, grinding his teeth. That's where I am.
Okay, so the one that says, "Too late did he discover my punishment for one so foul." That one. Correct.
No, at the very bottom it says he can only be sustained by his hatred, Grr. Why do you want to go panel by panel?
What do you mean? I thought we had decided that we were going panel by panel.
Oh, okay. Well, we're not going panel by panel. Let's hurry it up. Audience is getting mad.
I don't
Like,
even
we want to
know.
know more about
Oh
this
my
Green Lantern
God.
comic.
Yeah.
I do too. It actually looks pretty good.
Okay, so now I have the whole general thing of like, okay, so his face is on the right and all
Yes.
of that. Okay, so go. Okay, go panel by panel. Please go panel by panel.
I'm going to interdict while you guys are discussing that, just for some things in his exposition that you kind of didn't go over because you're, looking at it for the first time.
Okay, go panel by panel, John.
Basically, what Invictus is saying is that the angels that were with his race were the protectors of the Vega system. The Vega system is where Larfleeze has set up his headquarters because
Who is Larfleeze?
Agent Orange, the guy in the orange.
Agent Orange sounds funny.
The Vega system first, for millennia, had been where the Guardians of the Universe and the Green Lanterns had basically had had some sort of contract with the inhabitants there, never to go there. Now, eventually, in Blackest Night and everything, it was revealed that it was a contract with Larfleeze. They had basically agreed he would not go to war against them if they left him alone. And first, this is, I'm going to say, is probably continuity specifically to this reboot because it doesn't really make sense with what we knew years prior. But now they're saying the Angels were the guardians of the Vega system, which was at one point known to be a den of, it was basically a place where thieves and such went to escape the Green Lanterns. But now they're basically saying, no, the Angels guarded there in their stead. Larfleeze then proceeded to kill all the angels because he could not steal their souls and make them into Orange Lanterns.
Well, that sucks. Okay, so are you going panel by panel now, John?
Yes.
Okay. So apparently now this angel guy, I kind of forgot his name.
Invictus.
Invictus, right. Invictus wants to kill all the people under Larfleeze because they're all corrupt. So, yeah.
Or basically just everyone who lives in the system because it's no longer the pure system.
What is that orange thing? What is that orange thing?
Glomulus? Are you talking about the orange floating guy behind Skywalker?
Yes.
That is Glomulus. He's an Orange Lantern / comedy relief. He was basically sent to be the orange member of the New Guardians, and yeah, he doesn't talk much. He's basically comic relief.
Wow.
Well, let's.
Oh, let's move on from that. Aw, it's crying. The girl / boy. Avengers gonna be on your planet, or else what? This planet. So basically, don't give in to your hatred.
Do not give in to your hatred.
He built something.
He built a life-size model of the Vega system for some reason.
Hell yeah! Time to go to Las Vegas. Woo!
And of course, he cloned all the Vegans, who of course look human, despite.
No, actually,
and here are just some people.
Here at the panel that I want to say something is because it's not going to be something that's easily going to be touched on. Listen, but those are. It was revealed earlier. Tamaranians, which is Starfire's species from Teen Titans.
Ah!
And where I'm kind of calling foul. I don't know if this was ever established in comics before, but you're telling me that Tamaran just so happens to be in the Vega system. I find that hard to believe, honestly.
So does that mean there's a chance Starfire could make a cameo? Because that would be
no, because
this
awesome. This is a replica of her homeworld, not the original homeworld, and she's on Earth. Also, you don't want the new Starfire to make a cameo because since the reboot, Starfire is basically just an emotionless person who can't tell humans apart, who fucks everything that moves.
Oh,
that's a bad thing.
My childhood was just raped with that sentence. Oh.
That's a bad thing. But anyway, okay, so going on to the next page. Okay, so the Vegans
being genetically modified to which the
Vegans. He wants new and
the
loved.
vegans. How dare you people not eat meat? Why? Because just as. Okay, so basically this is all just him trying to convince. What would you say? His Saint Walker?
Yeah, Saint Walker is
trying to convince Saint Walker that they should all in fact be killed, basically. So,
yes, because they're all evil apparently, which they may be. So if they're all just evil, green, yellow.
I think there's a Green Lantern in the background there. He's gonna get up and kick some ass soon, maybe.
No, he's wondering why they didn't take any rings. And what a strange question. If I could remove a power ring from its wielder, would I not have vanquished the beast long ago? So, Glomulus, I think, has been lying to everybody, because apparently Green Lantern thought that they were trying to take the power rings. Turns out he didn't. The Invictus doesn't really know why he'd say that, so Glomulus, next page.
And then giant green thing. Oh.
Planet Okora. They're talking about.
Okay, it's taking too long. Why don't they report? That's so weird. No longer be able to monitor them. So who are these people? Who are these people?
These people are Larfleeze, Agent Orange, who you've seen earlier on, and Sade, who is in Blackest Night. Sade was basically, she was one of 2 Guardians that felt emotion, basically.
Wait, one of these characters are women?
Yes, the Guardian there, the one with blue skin.
That doesn't look like a woman.
Female Guardians don't have hair.
That does not look like a woman.
Anyway, she basically agreed if Larfleeze would help the heroes during Blackest Night, if he would do something that someone had asked of him, then she would become his slave for all of eternity.
So that sounds kind of dumb.
And then that glorious world ship would be mine, and that guy, He looks like a werewolf, honestly.
That's the Orange Lantern, and he's like...
Yes, I know, but he looks like a werewolf.
And of course he does the little...
And then he's like, ah! With his teeth and his tongue.
Guardians. Wow.
Nothing is ever ours. Wow. Wine.
So basically, this comic is everybody's overacting.
Basically.
That's what I'm getting here.
Now we have a woman with a... Is that a wing on her head?
I think so. Oh my god.
She has claws and...
Why is she flying through space? That's a better question. And of course she has on almost...
Oh my god, she has on lingerie. She's wearing lingerie. You realize that. That's literally lingerie.
He's a Red Lantern, apparently. And her name is Bleeze. The blood ocean of Yzabel has been restored.
She has, like, skeleton flamey wings.
Okay, so basically she's mad because she's back. She got.
I get the impression that all of the Red Lanterns are angry.
Yeah, but she restored the blood ocean, so now she's really angry for some reason.
Well,
okay, so then we go to the other people.
This is a plot point from Red Lanterns. The blood ocean, basically, once you're submerged in it, and if you survive being submerged in it, you regain your ability to think. Red Lanterns are basically mindless creatures of rage. Once they spend time in the blood ocean, they're able to regain their intellect and become sentient again.
Interesting.
How you do become a Red Lantern, I don't really know, but okay.
Okay, so then we go back to the group from the first part of the comic. Okay, so you were lied to.
Of course.
Let's see. So basically, it's just a revelation that they were all lied to.
And he still wants to kill them.
And now, for some reason, we're going into a shot of Green Lantern's ass. I don't exactly know why.
That's a very good question. So, apparently he's been gone from the planet for millions of years somehow. So, yeah.
Wait, millions? 1,000 years, or did I just not go to the next panel quickly? Oh, millions. Yes, that is the case.
Yes, millions.
Yeah.
Vegas.
It's a purple chick from the cover. And
he's a yellow lantern, apparently. And they're basically saying that LaFleeze possibly has more blood on his hands than Sinestro, but he's saying don't make everyone else pay for what happened a billion years ago now. Oh, it's getting longer. And he's saying you can't be righteous or pure or whatever you think you are.
And then now we get a close-up of them both, and Rainer looks kind of blocky.
I'm going to like this part because they're discussing and being diplomatic and such, and she doesn't like words.
Words are boring. How many worlds in that other universe did you have to strip mine?
Everybody goes too far sometimes.
It's too late.
And of course he doesn't listen.
No, he's just angry. Oh, flamey man.
He's angry, so he's not listening to
That is a lot of text. Oh, you see, there was
basically, he's just saying, I'm not going to listen to you. That's basically what he's saying.
That is the gist of it. Scream rage. What is that little thing? What is that even supposed to be? That little circle of... What is that?
It's a circle of rage. Okay.
Hey, is this the chick that we saw before?
What circle are you referring to?
What?
What circle are you referring to?
The one that says rage. I can't describe it any better.
There's
a circle of rage. It's a literal circle of rage.
Alright, the lantern-shaped speech bubbles, even though they're not very clearly lantern-shaped, basically the idea is the lantern is... I mean, not the lantern. The ring is basically thinking that. So Bleeze's ring is just like rage because Bleeze is pissed off. So
it's literally just thinking the word rage.
The ring is telling the readers what they already know, that Bleeze is pissed off, basically.
Wow.
But she's a Red Lantern, isn't that the whole point?
Yes, it is. Yes,
so why is it saying that?
Because it is.
And I find it funny, I don't know if you have zoomed in on this yet, but Invictus is actually asking what I'm asking. How many colors do you people come in? Because we got red lanterns, blue lanterns, yellow lanterns, green
They
lanterns.
come in Roy G. Biv plus black, but black was only for the for the blackest night. So Roy G. Biv.
Wow. And so apparently talk is for the weak. Roar. On the other panel, what is she doing here? I thought she abandoned us. But
Yeah, it looks like there's a combat sequence coming
Bleeds his
in.
ass again.
Okay, and Bleeds is mad that they stole Red Lantern's ring. Wow.
Which is basically what Kyle was discussing earlier. Basically, a ring from every corps was stolen. And
Oh, this is a nicely illustrated panel. The one where they're all like kind of ganging up on him, where he says, "The yellow one is right. It was a waste of time to hear you out." I just like how this is drawn. But
And then on the next page we have Scroom. Scroom. And Invictus is blasting the Red Lantern away.
basically, you are all monsters. Damn it,
Yeah.
Timpedia! Don't send me a message when it's gonna record that. Just go away for a minute. Okay, now Saint
Indigo
Walker.
Lanterns. What is Indigo?
We already covered Indigo Lantern.
I
how many
know.
times we said Roy G. Biv?
I know, but still, Indigo's not.
Hope. Ha. Okay, so Invictus is now black. So, yeah.
Yeah, and apparently they're all monsters.
Now, for once, I'm actually farther than you are.
You guys keep kind of going back and forth.
The blue light of hope gave him pause once before. With twice the intensity, he should.
You should hope high. You have a hope in hell. Oh, come on, man. How late does it have to be?
Wow. Of all the things I despise, evil disguised as good is most odious of all.
You Saint Walker shall be the first to die. Then back off. The Yellow Lantern's really pissed off. You will not harm me. He is my. Oh no. He's his Scroom. I'll rip your head off, and I think not Urk.
And then, wait, why is this woman even here? She was just out in space.
Basically, well, if you notice, she's one of the seven, one of the seven colors. She was with them, and then she left because she had plotline issues and other comics to deal with, and then she came back.
Wait, so she was just able to come back instantly?
She left for like 2 issues and then came back. But that's one of the problems with New Guardians is that half of these people still need to deal with plot lines in their own comics, so they're kind of leaving and coming back as they must. So that's what Bleeze did. Basically, they got to the orrery, Bleeze left and dealt with her own plot line, and then finally she's coming back to join them.
Interesting. You call yourself an angel, and you can't even see the miracle happen. Oh my god.
Okay, so basically all he's saying
that
is
hurt.
the power of teamwork conquers all. That's what he's
Wow,
saying.
That
right
is terrible.
He's saying that, and
Oh god, Courtney, that's.
I'm shooting the next page.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, what panel are you on now then?
I'm on the last page.
You are?
Yes.
Oh, I think I got to the end.
And so basically all he says is that
Oh, you
the
did.
Green Lantern has to kill LaFleeze. And this is Kyle Rainier, and I don't think he's going to win just because Guy Gardner would, or Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan, he's the British, I think. He's the one from what I'm thinking of.
Will the new Guardians kill our fleas?
Hal, John, Guy, and Kyle working together to even have a chance against Larfleeze. Because remember, he's basically an entire Lantern Corps and Central Power Battery wrapped up into one person. And as we've learned here, he's been alive for millions of years because he was the one who first banished Invictus in that little cutscene earlier.
And then with the next one, we have an image of Sinestro.
Yeah, for some reason, every comic has to show you Green Lantern #1 back from September.
Oh,
So
that's
Read
odd.
Green Lantern #1 so you actually know what's going on. I still prefer the Batman Green Lantern thing. I like that a lot.
I don't even know what you're referencing.
It's an Elseworlds comic where Batman was Green Lantern.
Oh, I know. In an actual Green Lantern comic in the previous volume, he became Batman became Green Lantern for one panel, and then gave the ring back to Hal. And then later on, he became a Sinestro Corps member for one panel. But then the ring left him because it realized that it smelled green ring on him, and so it left.
It smelled it, huh? That
It didn't use those words, but it was basically like green, presence of green ring detected. But this person has touched a green ring, so then it flew off to find another sentient.
So what happens if you like accidentally trip onto a green ring or something? Then is it gonna like have an aneurysm?
It's basically because he had worn it. The yellow ring was convinced that he was just a retired Green Lantern who was on the side of the Green Lanterns, and therefore not somebody he wanted to recruit.
Interesting.
my problem with Green Lantern though is the fact that they're supposed to police all of these planets, right? You got one guy per like 2 billion planets or something. That doesn't seem exactly possible. I mean, and all he does is fly around. It just seems kind of.
Well, I imagine they must do more than fly around.
Well, the ring can also tell him if there's a conflict.
But if there's 8 million conflicts across 2 billion planets, that's a lot of conflicts. For
Yeah,
one guy.
just a few.
This is true. But it's a good thing Earth has lots of superheroes.
Yeah, that is good, I suppose. Now, from what I can tell, none of this actually directly impacts Earth at all.
No. Yeah, Green Lantern New Guardians isn't really about Earth. It's part more of the cosmic story. It's basically to follow, if you were
Yeah, because none of that had anything to do with Earth.
if you were following all 7 corps from Blackest Night and wanted to keep following them once Blackest Night ended, this is basically the comic.
Interesting.
For that.
So Superman's not going to show up and try to just punch things.
Not anytime soon. But Superman hasn't
No.
appeared in any of the 4 Green Lantern books that I've been following. Part of the thing with the New 52 was that DC was trying to condense them, stop forcing you to read crossover, or at least stop forcing you to read so many titles to follow one, less crossovers, so on and so forth.
That makes sense, but if you're going to take out the fleas, you might as well get Superman because he's bound to win at some point.
Well, yeah.
Let's face it, he's Superman.
Exactly.
From what I can tell, this is a decent comic, although I probably wouldn't read it, to be perfectly honest, due to the lack of Batman.
It seemed. I definitely wouldn't start. Just because I'm OCD as far as doing things chronologically goes.
But it's very cheesy. This is very cheesy, I have to say. The power of teamwork conquers all. The villain that is so obviously villainous.
God.
I mean, this looks like something honestly out of the Silver Age, almost,
Yeah, but one could consider that a good thing. It goes back to the days of the old, really cheesy ones.
I think with that would be a good time to wrap up this episode. So, thank you, Miz and General Lotz.
Sure thing.
And I hope you guys enjoyed. That was 52 weeks of Green Lantern, week number 30.
And hopefully next week it won't be quite as cheesy.